Hi everyone, Ohio State Senator Ken Smith here. Welcome to In Case You Missed It State House Edition, Stadium Shell Game Edition for the week ending April 26th. Now that the NFL draft is over, let's talk about where these players are going to play and who's going to pay for it. Local leaders and the Browns ownership will figure out where a new stadium will be built. So what I'm really concerned about is how will it be paid for? In their budget, the Ohio House Republicans proposed a $600 million package of 30-year state-backed bonds to help build a new Brown stadium. But what that means is it'll take about $1 billion for the state to pay back those bonds. This is a terrible idea. As the Columbus Dispatch wrote in an editorial, quote, an unprecedented plan to issue $600 million in state bonds to help build a dome stadium for the billionaire owners of the NFL's Cleveland Browns smells as bad as the team's on-field performance, unquote. There are two huge problems with this proposal. The first is, if you do this for the Browns, other teams are going to want the same thing. We've already seen the Bengals start to say, we want stadium money too, and they certainly won't be the last team. The second huge problem is it's not just the total billion-dollar price tag that I'm opposed to, but also where that billion is coming from, which, based upon the Ohio House Republican plan, would be the state's general fund budget. Listen, if the state of Ohio is going to start funding sports stadiums and arenas, we need to do so in a manner that doesn't take money away from schools and food banks and libraries, which means it needs to come from a dedicated, brand new funding source. DeWine wants money for all arenas and sports stadiums to come from the doubling of a sports gambling tax that companies pay on their profits, which could raise about $160 million a year. I think you could also increase the hotel bed tax, which would literally be paid for by out-of-towners, not local residents, and that could also raise millions of dollars. So remember, the source of new stadium money is more important than the amount of new stadium money. And as the budget now moves through the Ohio Senate, we all need to pay attention to the stadium money shell game. I'm Ohio State Senator Ken Smith, and that's In Case You Missed It State House Edition, Stadium Shell Game Edition for the week ending April 26th.